Hello. Let's talk about how Final Fantasy VII Remake saved my life. Welcome back to Front Flip Gaming, a quite feeble attempt at a video game podcast. This is episode 2, how Final Fantasy VII Remake saved my life. Just a quick disclaimer, I'm going to be talking about anxiety and depression. Sorry if that's kind of a downer, but I think we should be more open about talking about these kinds of things. So I suffer from anxiety and depression. I've been suffering for maybe more than 10 years at this point. I've been getting help. I've been getting treatment for it. I'm on meds and I talk to a professional. So I have been getting treatment. If you suffer from these kinds of things, you should know that it's up and down always. And sometimes you're doing okay and other times you're doing just really bad. So around January of this year, I was doing really bad. I was in a pretty dark place. December of last year, I got fired from my job. That's a long story. Actually, it's not. I yelled at my supervisor because he was a jerk. And I got fired. And I was upset about it for a while, but I'm on to better and brighter things like YouTube. But earlier this year, I was trying to find other jobs, and the first job I found, I lasted 1 day, but due to anxiety and depression, I quit. I couldn't do it after 1 day. So about a month later, I tried again, and then I lasted, 2 days. I quit because of anxiety and depression. And then about a month later, I tried again, and then I lasted about a week and 2 days, I think. And then I quit. These are things I'm just struggling through. I'm trying my best. I'm doing my best, but it's really difficult. So after those 3 jobs, I kind of lost all motivation to do anything, just lost all energy. I basically didn't want to get up. I didn't want to move, essentially. I would just stay in bed all day. I would get up just to eat, and then after eating, just go back to bed and lay there. A lot of times, I would just lay in bed, sometimes stare at the TV, and the TV wouldn't even be on. So I would just be staring at a blank screen TV. Sometimes my eyes would be open, sometimes they'd be closed, and I would just lay there because I didn't want to do anything, just not motivated to do anything. So I was like that for 4 months, I think. And so April 10th rolls around and Final Fantasy VII Remake came out. So actually I bought a PS4 for the first time last year in Black Friday 2019. I bought it for the purpose of playing Final Fantasy VII Remake, which would come out 4 months later. And so I pre-ordered the deluxe edition, but because of the anxiety depression, I was just not excited for anything at that point. So the box came, and I remember it came and I was like, whatever, I'll get to it. At that point in time, I actually didn't have a TV or my PS4 hooked up in my room at that time. I didn't have any way of playing it, but I was interested in the game, so I started watching people play it on Twitch. So I found a few streamers and it got me excited for the game. I'm like, I want to play it now. Eventually, I'm like, okay, I can't take it. I got to hook up my TV. I got to hook up my PS4. So I hooked up everything and I started playing, and it just blew me away. That first opening cinematic, and when it does a close-up on Aerith's face, and I literally said out loud, Jesus Christ. Sorry, Mom. Because I was just so amazed. I was like, this game probably shouldn't exist. This is like a remake of a 23-year-old game. This is amazing. The graphics are amazing. It's like magical. Like seriously magical. So that was a really great moment for me. It not only revitalized my love for Final Fantasy, but video games in general. And this is going to sound schmaltzy, but it revitalized my love of life. It kind of got my motivation and energy going again. And some people might say come on, dude, it's just a video game. It's all fiction. It's not real. But it's so much more than that. Whatever your passions are, whatever you love, you got to follow it. And whatever that is for you, I hope you find it, and I hope it brings you to a better place. Because for me, this video game, maybe it could have been any video game, but just in this case, this video game just kind of turned my life around. I was just like a living zombie. And then it turned everything around. I started writing about video games. I started doing podcasts. I started making videos. And before, I was just in bed all day, every day, not wanting to do anything. So it's amazing the power of gaming and what it can do in a video game. like I said in a previous episode, I was so scared in this moment going to the doctors, and a video game helped me with that. It gave me an escape from that fear, and that's the power of a video game. That's the power of gaming. And I'm not saying it's a permanent fix. Like, a full disclosure, like I'm kind of dipping again recently in the past few weeks, but I'm doing a lot better than where I was 4 months ago in like January. So if you are suffering from anxiety and depression, I urge you to seek help, reach out, talk to a friend. And I know what it's like to be in such a dark place where you don't want to reach out to anyone. You don't want to talk to anyone, not even a friend. You want to close up, become like a little turtle. And well, some turtles could be happy, but don't give up. Just keep fighting the good fight. Follow your bliss, find what you love, and follow it wherever it would take you. Honestly, because it sucks being in such a dark place. If you are suffering, reach out, seek a professional, get on meds if that helps you. Talk to a professional if you can. Talk to a friend. A few weeks ago, I was like, I didn't want to talk to anyone. I reached out to one friend via text, and it brightened up my day like immediately. Like, oh, this is awesome. So try it. But if you are suffering, I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing better. I hope your situation improves. Find what you love and pursue it. I promise not all my vids will be a downer like this. I apologize for that. But I think it's important that we talk about these kinds of things openly. I feel this way because of Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is, if you haven't played it, it's amazing. And I know some people might not have liked it. They might not have liked the ending or whatever. The ending was kind of weird, yeah. I loved it. It was probably my favorite video game experience I've had ever. And like second place might be Breath of the Wild. There's a lot of games. I can't remember them all. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you like this video, check out some of our other videos where we can talk more about cool video games. Thanks for liking and subscribing. I'll see you next time on the Front Flip.